Good morning. This is Angela Hubbs here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and welcome to your morning yoga adventure. So right now it is 6:30 in the morning. If you're watching this on another time, awesome, welcome. But if you're here with me right now at 6:30 in the morning, you're a trooper and you get extra brownie points. That means one of these days I will be bringing brownies to class and you'll get one. So not that that's very fitness oriented. So just so you know, so I am in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I'm not in New York City right now. For the next week or so, I'll be here sponsoring an event with Gary Montalvo. It's going to be great. It's called Elevate Live. I'm actually really looking forward to it. He's been instrumental in my self-growth into power, like my personal power. So I'm excited to see how he makes that happen for business owners. Also, I'm sharing a room with one of my good buddies, Elizabeth Webb, who taught me. Now, she's another person that I would consider a mentor of mine because she kind of taught me the secret to asking and the power of honesty. So I think I have to give her absolute props for that. And she's just awesome. So if you hear her, that's Elizabeth Webb. And check out my Instagram for pictures of us doing shenanigans all over the place. So just stay tuned for that. So this morning, my theme of the week is about acceptance, this self-acceptance. I'll be talking about this later on Facebook Live. So if you're not friends with me already, go find me on Facebook, and you'll hear me talk about this. But the idea, the last couple weeks, I've kind of dealt with a little bit of downness. And when I start to feel down, I start to feel guilty because my life is so great. And, I have so many gifts that I start to spiral into, why do I feel so down? And I feel guilty. And then I feel like down because I feel guilty and I get paralyzed with things that scare me. Long story short, I have to listen to what my emotions are telling me. And essentially what my emotions were telling me is that I was out of integrity with what I know to be doing with myself. So start learning to be present with how you're feeling instead of fighting them all the time. Fighting that feeling of guilt and of being down did not help me. It wasn't until I could embrace, okay, this is how I'm feeling. I'm going to give myself permission to feel this for the next couple minutes. And then now what? So one of the tools that I'm going to share with you that I use to kind of break out of that cycle is emotional aromatherapy. Now I took the box top off because I destroyed the box, but I love the little graphic that's on the inside. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but it has like a wheel of emotions on the inside, and then you pick the oil that helps you take care of that emotion. So I think today I am gonna pick, all right, let's see what the peace smells like. So I'm kind of feeling, I wouldn't say I'm feeling worried, but there's definitely some fear still in what I'm up to in my business. And I think for me, I have to just give myself permission that, yeah, you can be a little scared, but you can still stay in action. So right now, I'm going to pick either peace or console. If you're curious about this particular oil set, just go to my website, angelahubbs.com, and hit oils. And then you can get yourself a box. Okay, so let's see. I think I'm going to pick peace. Let's see what peace smells like. I can't remember. Okay, no. I don't want to put that one on. Console, yeah, like that. Okay, so I'm going to take 3 drops. Now, if you don't have this particular oil set, you can use peppermint or wild orange, or both of them together, and that will give you like a renewal. Okay, so if you don't have the emotional aromatherapy kit, use peppermint and wild orange together as a renewal. When you get the oils, you're going to put them on your hands, rub your hands together. You're going to close your eyes. and take 3 big breaths. If you do not have the oils, no problem. Just take 3 big breaths with us. And every time you take a breath in, fill your whole body with air, all the way from the bottom of your butt to the top of your head. More air than you think you need. And this time, add motion. Take a breath in, slide your hands up and over your head. And as you exhale, just slide your hands right back to your heart, right in front of your face. Big breath in. Big breath out. And on this, you'll rub your hands right in the back of your neck. This is so your hands aren't oily when you start to move. You rub them on your pants, but just rub it so that you can still kind of smell the oil, and then come to all fours. So there's going to be some finagling. I am in between the TV and a table. So if you see me moving weird, it's because I'm in between a TV and a table. But there's no cats, which is nice. No cats to jump in front of the screen. So once you're on all fours, give yourself a cat and a cow. Once you start moving, you're going to notice your body's going to talk to you. Just accept how you're feeling and then take action. Start to move. So this is a saucy kitty. Move any direction that your body is asking for. If you feel like you need to linger somewhere, linger wherever you need to linger. Let your head be part of the game, your shoulders, your hips. Move, stir, breathe. And you're going to press back into child's pose. Knees wide, toes apart. Reach your hands as far in front of you as it feels good for you. I want you to imagine, even in this position, that your spine is an ocean wave. Inhale, roll forward through cow into what I've been calling boneless cow. You're going to keep going forward till your hips drop and your chest opens, and then you'll go right back to child's pose. Only go so far that it feels supported for you. So for some of you, it might just feel good to lean forward with the cow a little bit. So it's an inhale, roll forward, drop your hips, open your chest. Exhale, press all the way back. We have one more just like that. Inhale, cat to boneless cow. Hips drop, chest opens. Then press all the way back. Curl your toes under, lift your butt. Downward facing dog. And once you get here, pedal the heels, bend the right, bend the left. Start to exaggerate the move a little bit. Let your hips be part of the game. See if you can really let your head dangle. Pause. We're going to hold this for 5 breaths while you allow the heels to drop. Press through every finger, including the thumb. And I want you to notice, without judgment, how your body's feeling. Notice where you're holding tension. Notice what parts of you feel a little stiff. Notice what parts of you feel a little open. Nice and slow. You're going to float both knees to the floor. So I'm facing you. You haven't moved, okay? You're going to take your right foot out to the right. My toes are facing that right side, right where my oils are, okay? So your right foot is facing the right side. Your hips are square. Take your right hand to the inside of your right foot. One big circle with that left hand. Reach up and over your ear. This is a version of what's called gate pose. Use your elbow to open your knee and see if you can keep squaring your hips off forward. Now, don't change the way your legs are. Take your left hand to the floor on the other side of your mat. Straighten this right leg. One big circle now with the left hand. And like I said, my movement's strange because I'm in between the TV and a table, okay? So you have big, giant movements. So lift your left foot off the floor. I want you to really think about pulling your core in, really flex through that left foot. Reach as far away from you as you can. Hold for 5, 4, just continue to breathe. 3, 2. Put your foot down, float your knee down, come back to the center. Cat, cow, child. Press all the way back. Hands reach as far forward as you can get them. Move through cat to boneless cow. Slide forward, hips drop, chest opens, and then come back to child's pose. You're gonna bounce back to all fours. Take your left foot out to the left. Again, my toes are facing the left, but I am square to you. Take your left hand to the inside of your left foot. One big circle with that right hand. Reach up and over your head. Like, you want to imagine that you're as flat as you can be. So my mental image for you is that you're trying to smell into your armpit. Roses. When you're ready, take that right hand now to the left. Modified side plank. Straighten that left leg. There's a lamp here too. Big circle. Reach up and over. So this is proof for you. You can do yoga anywhere. When you're ready, lift that left foot off the floor. Flex your foot. Reach it as far away from you as you can. 5, 4, 3, breathe. 2, 1, and then come back to all fours. Once you're in all fours, cow, cat, child's pose to downward facing dog. Heels drop, lift your butt, and then walk your hands backwards. Come into a forward fold, the back of your mat. Rock to the right, rock to the left. Heavy hands, heavy head. And as you rock, just notice again, how does your body feel? There is no judgment about how your body feels. Just be present with however it goes. Soften both knees and rise one vertebrae at a time. Come all the way up to tall. When you get up to the top, take your hands out and up. Lean backwards as much as that feels good for you. And then slide your hands to your heart. So you're standing up very tall. We're going to come into tree pose. So when you're ready, you're going to find a place to settle your gaze. I want you to imagine that you're a Christmas tree. From your feet all the way up to the top of your head, light up the lights. So I don't want to see you kind of sink into your pose. Really stand up as tall as you can and then prepare. You're going to take your right foot to the inside of the left. So if your foot stays on the ground, that's fine. A little harder. It's about there. Please do not press directly on your knee. It only takes 4 pounds of pressure to push your knee out of place. Now, if you feel like fighting your pants, you'll grab your foot and bring it up as high as you can. So find your position. I do not feel like fighting my pants this morning, so I'm going to accept that I don't have to look super fancy. Haha, see what I did there? Take a breath in. Take a breath out. And again, light up the Christmas tree. Make your tree as big, as wide, and hold for 5, 4, 3. Relax your shoulders. 2, it's easy to let them come up by your ears, but see if you can really give yourself some space. 2. And relax, slide your hands to your heart, close your knee like a door, and then float your foot down to the earth. Bring your arms alongside your body, take a shoulder roll up and back. Take an arm circle up and back, and then interlock your thumbs, lean back as much as that feels good for you. And then slide your hands to your heart. Find that place to settle your gaze and bring your left foot now to the inside of the right. So we all have a tendency to let the hip fall into the pose. So I want you to imagine if you were wearing a belt, see if you can keep the belt parallel to the ground. Don't let your hip drop when you lift your foot. Parallel hips as you find a home for your left foot on the inside of the right. Tall body. Keep the Christmas trees lit all the way up through the top of your head, and then make your tree as big and as wide as it feels good for you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slide your hands to your heart. Close that left knee like a door. Float both feet down to the ground. Arms drop. Shoulder roll up and back. Arms circle up and back. And then interlock your thumbs and lean back. Lead with your heart and dive into the floor. Oh yeah, half lift. And then exhale, just let everything drop down into the floor. You're gonna soften your knees so much that you can sit down on your butt. So once you're down on your butt, you're gonna hold on to your knees, balance on your butt. Hua. So level 1, you're gonna hold on to the backs of your legs. Level 2, you're gonna let go. Level 3, can you start to straighten your legs? And then beyond, take your hands up and over your head without making your body really round. So for today, I'm pretty tight. So especially after sitting on a plane, I'm gonna stay right here. 5, breathe. 4, light up the Christmas tree from your butt to your head. 2, 1, cross your right leg in front of the left and lean forward. Heavy head, heavy hands. In fact, take your hands kind of in front of you here on the ground. See if you can still smell your oil. Roll up to sit, let your knees close. Boat pose number 2. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the left in front of the right. Do the opposite of what I just said before. And lean forward. Heavy head, heavy hands, reach way forward. Then roll yourself up to sit. You're gonna keep your knees bent a lot. Hold on to your thighs. Keep holding on to your thighs, but now pull your spine backwards and just notice what that feels like. Drop your chin to your chest. Take a breath in, make your spine round. Lead your nose as far away from your body as you can get it. And then do it again. Exhale, pull your spine backwards. Drop your chin to your chest. So what you'll feel, especially if you're making this really round, you'll feel a stretch all along the sides of your spine. From here, you're gonna take a breath in, keep reaching your nose away from you and start to straighten your legs. Keep reaching your nose forward. So if your knees stay bent, great. For those of you who are pretty flexible, take your hands underneath of your ankle pits instead of your knee pits. But see if you can keep your chest glued to your thighs. So if you come apart, you've gone too far. You wanna be in a place where you can really keep yourself glued to yourself. Keep reaching your nose forward. I'm actually feeling really tight today. Could be a couple things. 1, I was traveling. 2, I'm in a new bed. And 3, I stretched a lot yesterday, especially before I got on the plane, but I didn't do anything afterwards. So you want to make sure, especially if you're traveling, that you're really taking care of yourself before and after. So I felt really good. Just I'm feeling it today that I'm a little stiff. Oh, and I swam. Oh, yeah. Maybe it was that. You're gonna let go and nice and easy, lay down on your back. Gonna make sure that you can still see me. So right now, we're really close to each other. Okay, so you're laying down flat. Again, I want you to imagine that you are made of a string of pearls. You want your feet close enough to your butt that you can tickle your heels if you really, really wanted to. Press both of your feet down and lift 1 pearl at a time off the ground. Soften your chest and come down 1 pearl at a time. And we're going to do it again. Press through your feet, lift your butt, and take your hands up and over your head. So now we're really lengthening from knees to fingertips. Soften and lower. We're going to do that again. It's an inhale. Lift your hips, lift your hands. Lower your hips, lower your hands. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. Now on this one, keep your hands alongside your body, press your feet down, lift your butt and hold. So level 1, you're just going to keep your arms alongside your body. Level 2, interlace your hands underneath of your butt. And then to the best of your ability, see if you can slide your elbows underneath of you, your shoulders underneath of you while you reach the fist towards your feet. Keep pressing your feet down into the earth and just breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let go of your bind, soften your chest and come down 1 vertebrae at a time. Hug both knees in towards your chest and rock a little to the right, rock a little to the left. Open your hands to cactus or a T, and that's just going to depend on what your shoulders need, what your chest needs, and how much space you have in your space. You're going to drop your knees to the right, look to the left. Gently use your right hand to guide this hip even more over to the side. See if you can keep that left side anchored. So what I do with my clients is I actually press down slow right here through the shoulder and the chest, and then push this hip away. So as you do this yourself, you want to have this feeling of a breath in. And as you exhale, just see if you can make this point and this point longer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then really gentle, other side. Come through the center, hands open to cactus. Sorry, I was out of space. Nice and easy. As you do this, I want you to notice if this side feels different than the other side. So for me, I'm feeling a lot of stretch through like this part, through my ribs, through my spine. So part of self-acceptance is just being present. What is this telling me? What am I doing in my life that's making this side tighter? What am I doing while I sleep? There's something I'm doing that's causing this. So I'm just going to accept that that's what it is, and then I can take action on it. Big breath in, big breath out. Just breathe. Keep allowing this hip and this knee to go as far away from this shoulder as it can. 3, 2, 1. Come back to the center. Again, you're just going to hug your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little circle with the knees. And go the other way. We're going to do one more. You're just going to put your right foot flat, cross your left ankle on top, and then hold on to that right knee as you pull it in towards your chest. So I'm grabbing above my, on top of my knee, so this makes it a little more vigorous. If you need something a little less, grab under the knee pit. Some of you might even decide that you like how this feels grabbing above the knee with a straight leg. So it gives you kind of a double stretch. See though if you can keep your butt on the ground, and that will give you more of a stretch. So the more your butt comes off the ground, the less stretch you'll feel. Especially if you've been traveling, this is a really good one. We're giving you some space in your hip joint. You're gonna let go, but keep the same shape. You're gonna put your right foot down on the floor and then sit like a lady. So we were just sitting like a gentleman. Now we're sitting like a lady. Cross, grab so your right hand is gonna grab your left knee. Your left hand is gonna grab your right knee, And then you're going to see if you can keep them together. Pull the knees apart. This is called handlebars. If we were sitting up, this would be cow face. Move. Move. You're going to let go, uncross, recross. So we're sitting like a gentleman. Pull. You're going to pull that left knee now towards your chest. So you should be feeling a stretch right through the cheekage on that right side. Go ahead and let go. Sit like a lady. Grab opposite knee and then slide down for handlebars. You're going to let go and you're going to make yourself comfortable. For those of you who have the oils, you're going to grab Serenity. I'm going to sit up so that you can see it. Okay, so you're going to grab Serenity. You'll take two drops. Rub your hands together. You're going to take 2 breaths. After 2 breaths, you're going to touch right at your third eye, right in between your eyebrows. Rub out on top to your temples. And then take the rest and rub it on your chest or your neck. And then you're going to lay down for 30 seconds or so, maybe a minute. We're going to be completely still. And here's the mission. Let go. Lay down. Arms, palms up, or take one hand to your chest and one to your belly. If that feels better, just to give you a focus, totally fine. Allow your shoulders to relax. Just close your eyes and be present as your body is absorbed by the floor. Relax your feet. Relax your legs all the way up to your hips. Relax your torso. Let your arms be heavy. Let go of all the lines on your face. Just relax. Whatever you're feeling, just be present with whatever is happening for you. Take a big breath in, stretch from end to end. So big stretch through the hands, through the feet. Big breath in, oh yeah. And when you're ready, I'm going to have you roll over to your right side. And then gently press yourself up to sit. So you're going to sit up as tall as you can. You're going to bring your hands to your heart right in front of your chest, which is where your heart is. Leave a little space in between the palms of your hands. Bring your thumbs to your third eye, right in between your eyebrows. May you only know peace and self-acceptance. Bring your thumbs to your lips. May you only speak truth and integrity. Bring your hands back to your heart. May you continue to be a light to all those you encounter. And with that, give yourself a bow. It's not my alarm, by the way. I need to go get that. So as we go on with the rest of the week, as we go on with the rest of the day, everything that we feel is what it is. We feel things as it's our body's way of telling us what's going on with us. So everything you feel is real. But when you try to fight it, there's nothing good happens when you try to fight how you're feeling. So instead, you have to learn how to just well, I'm speaking more to me because this is kind of what I've been dealing with. Really embrace what you're feeling. Be present with what you're feeling so that you can hear what it's trying to tell you. So whether it's sadness or mad or happy and joyful, I'm now learning to really accept the ones that are quote unquote bad feelings, because they're also trying to tell me something. I thought that, I had to be happy, happy, happy all the time, happy all the time. And I know that's not how life works. Sometimes there's going to be low periods, but what are those low periods trying to tell me? So self-acceptance is about just being in love with you and being really present with how you feel. Happy Monday! You are awesome, perfect, and complete, just as you are. Have a wonderful one, and I'll see you soon.